And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'd rather be homeless than work like that for an employer. I am Dan Warburton, a transformational coach who's known for having enabled thousands of entrepreneurs and business owners to succeed in extraordinary ways. I've also got web spaces full of testimonials backing this up, and I'm often invited to speak to audiences of thousands around the world about what transformation makes possible. I now get to live an extraordinary lifestyle, and I want you to be able to experience the same. When I was about 13 years old, I got my very, very first job working for an employer. It was with a supermarket called Superdrug. And one of the jobs I had to do was I had to price up the Kit Kats. And I was told to price up all the Kit Kats, chocolate bars, from 25 pence. And I went and got the gun to create the labels, and I accidentally went and created it to print out 52 pence instead of 25p, so I got the 2 and the 5 there mixed up. And anyway, I priced up all these chocolate bars, and there I was, really happy with myself. And the manager comes over and he says, "What's this? What have you done?" And I said, "I've priced up all the Kit Kats, 25 pence. He said, "You fool! That's not 25 pence. They're 52 pence. You've priced them all up, 52 pence. And he said, "I think it's time we went upstairs and we had a conversation, don't you?" So I followed him, he went upstairs and he sat down and he said, "Do you think it's working out, you working here? Do you think that you're a benefit to the company?" I said, "Well, yeah, I'm doing my best." And he said, "You're slow, you don't know where anything goes, and you price everything wrong on the shelves. I'm sorry, but I think you must agree this isn't working out, and I've got to let you go." So I thought, okay, I wasn't really bothered. I'd only been there 2-3 weeks. And as we walked through the supermarket, I could see all the other employees stacking shelves, pricing, doing all these things. And as I walked through everyone and went to leave, I got this feeling of freedom. And as I stepped out of that supermarket, I realised I never need to work there again. I never need to do that again. The truth is, that was just the beginning of my employment history, because after that, I ended up flipping buns at McDonald's late into the night. And that was just horrible because, again, I realised that whilst I have these jobs during employment, that my life is just passing me by. And then I had another job which was washing dishes late into the night for Planet Hollywood. And then after that, I had a job working on building sites and lifting sheets of plasterboard and digging trenches. And I had years and years of all these horrible jobs. And the whole time I was in these jobs, I had this sensation that my life's passing me by, that I'm serving somebody else in their mission to fulfill what's important to them, rather than me fulfilling what's important to me. And of course, I've got to do what they say, when they say. I've got to get up very early, often work night shifts. I can't go on holiday. I've got to ask permission to go on holiday. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'd rather be homeless than work like that for an employer. I know that shocks you, but I'd rather be homeless than work for an employer like that. I'd rather have no money and be walking the streets and sleeping on a bench and be able to wake up when I want, go to bed when I want, and work from there to earn my own money. Maybe I could dance, I could sing, I could learn to break dance, I could draw chalk patterns on the floor and put a hat out for money. Maybe I could learn to sing, or I could maybe learn to draw, or I could give people massages in a massage chair, or whatever. And I could get up when I want, I could go to bed when I want, do what I want, when I want, how I want. And now that's my choice of lifestyle. So what I want you to get is, if you're in a situation where you get told what you have to do, if you get told when you have to wake up, if you get told when you have to go to bed, and if you can't go on holiday when you want to go on holiday, and you don't want that, because as me, you feel like your life is just passing you by, then just say no to it. I'm not saying do something drastic and leave it instantly, but begin to dream and think about, what are my options? What could I do? Hell, you could leave it all and just go traveling for a year. You know, if you went and stayed in Thailand and some of the remote places, for very, very little money, you can live for a long, long length of time. You could probably just about find a Wi-Fi connection as well, which means that you could then live on next to nothing. You could save up money, live out there, and you could create a business via online doing something you enjoy. There's more choice than ever now to be able to create and live your life as you want. You don't need to be an employee any longer if that's what you don't want. Begin to take steps towards it. I hope you got something from today's video, you know, and don't just let this be another video. Actually implement what I'm guiding you to do here. If you're displeased with an area of your life, then take action, change it, start today. If you've got an entrepreneurial friend, then make them feel special by sharing this video with them. Also, feel free to contact me about anything. And don't forget, if you're truly committed to succeed, then hit that subscribe button.